Welcome back to another Go Gabby Go reviews of Amazon favorites for our Father's Day gift guide. So today I'm going to do it a little different. Instead of showing you each product, I'm just going to kind of put a picture there because most of these products are giant, so I can't even show you, I can't hold it up to the camera. Also, I don't own a lot of these. These were just kind of gift guides that I thought would be really cool. I'll tell you the ones that we have and the ones that we don't have. So the first thing is a telescope. Now, I just think this is like the coolest present ever. One, your dad's never going to expect that you're going to get him a telescope. I mean, I guess unless that's his thing. But also, like, what an adventurous type of present. So this particular telescope is $250. It is like a top line telescope. It's German made, which, you know, the Germans are, that's what they're known for, is the all of their lenses for glasses or cameras. Like that is their thing, is Germany. So anyway, this is an 80 millimeter telescope. It has 400 millimeter aperture on it, so that it captures like as much light as possible. And that's kind of what telescopes are, is this giant light catcher. The more light that you have, the farther that you can see. So that's kind of the very, very basic science behind telescopes. But anyway, this would be such a cool present to get your dad. I mean, I know I would personally like this. This is one of the things that I was telling you that we don't have. We have a telescope, but not this one. This one is like, again, top of the line, super cool, a very different kind of present than you would normally get. So that's kind of why I like this. But anyway, telescope, $250. Goodbye. The next thing is some Amazon stretchy golf shorts. So what better way to tell dad I love you than, hey, your shorts suck, here's some new ones. So these are really cool because they come in 15 different colors and patterns. They're only $19 and they have like amazing reviews on Amazon. They also have an abundant amount of sizes. So size isn't an issue here. Also, again, they're stretchy. So next is kind of like a James Bond type of gadget. So we have the lighter watch. So this watch, I will say, this is not like a top of the line watch at all. It does look a little cheap, but it's a really cool, just like, gadget, and it's only 15 or I think 16, 50, yeah, $15. I got my list of like all of my prices here. I'm gonna get it right this time. So anyway, this little gadget is again only $15. It looks a little cheap, but it is so cool. So it does have a watch display, so you can see what time it is, and then there's also like a little button that you press and a flame comes up on the top portion of the watch. So, I mean, it's really good for camping. It's just a cool, like, random thing to have. If your dad smokes, that works too. But again, random, cool, James Bondy, cheap. It's a good way to go. Next we have, this one's really cool. It's a wearable keyboard and mouse. So this is, you can use them for VR, AR, XR, like all the above. It's also good for like motioning as far as a smart TV goes, or even like any kind of PowerPoints that you do for work or whatnot. It also obviously is a keyboard and a mouse, and it comes with a software that you download that kind of like specializes in the way that you tap. So basically you just, you know, go across your desk or whatever without your keyboard, and it recognizes where you tap, how hard you tap, and you can create your own tap. So like 2 taps for control, or just you know, 3 taps for computer lock. Like it's very customizable, I guess is what I'm getting at. It's also for both right and left hands, and you can get a large one or a small one. They come in 2 sizes. Both are $200. But this is, I mean, it's a really cool, again, different present. Not something that your dad would be expecting. All All right, so next on the watch category, this is a watch, but not really a watch. I guess it's more of like a bracelet, but it's a watch speaker. So it doesn't tell time. It is strictly a speaker, but this speaker is insane. Like, it does 2 times the volume of your cell phone, and it's obviously Bluetooth capable, but you know, it's something that you can take anywhere, and it's also relatively cheap. It is only $35, and it has 10 hours of playtime. So I mean, that's a pretty long amount of time to be listening to music, and obviously it's easy to just go with you. I know it's definitely would be a cool thing for like fishing dads, although I guess the fish would then hear you, but whatever. Hiking, I don't know. It's good for outdoor stuff. So anyway, the next thing is something that I find hysterical. I did not know there was a such thing as a shower beer. Like, that was just not a thing that I was aware of until my husband started brewing beer. So now that's a thing in our house. So here is a beer or wine holder that you just kind of stick in your shower, and it has a little flap that goes down. You stick your beer or your wine in there, and it holds it while you're using both your hands to do whatever washing that you need done in the bath or shower. So super cheap. It's only $14.85. So it's a good present, like a combo present. And I mean, I guess people use it, right? Next thing I think is such a cool, again, a very James Bondy type of something. It's a fingerprint access notebook. So basically you have your notebook, and the only way that you can get into it is by your fingerprint, obviously. So it really reminds me of like whenever I was a little girl, you know, the diaries that you used to have that were like voice activated only to your voice, but really anybody could get in, or the same with like they had a sort of fingerprint one, but you know, it took anybody's fingerprints. It wasn't so safe. Not a great way to keep your diary like out of your siblings' hands, but that's really what it reminded me of, like the adult version of the voice activated diary that you had when you were a kid. So this one's $78. It's really cool because it does have a removable notepad on the inside. It's also refillable, so after you use it, you can always just refill it with more paper, which I thought was genius actually, because a lot of them didn't have that. This specific one did. But it's a really good something for, you know, work things or drawings. You know, I know a lot of people draw and then they're like, I don't really want other people to see my drawings, you know? So this is a really good something for all of that. And we do have one of these. It's super cool. I gave it as a birthday present to a friend, and he loves it. So it's definitely a really cool gift. So the next thing we also have, and I love it. I think I like it more than my husband loves it, but it's a 100-foot retractable hose. So we used to have this black hose that I always thought was like a water moccasin or something, and every once in a while like a little piece of it would be like sticking out in the driveway, and I'd be like, oh my god, there's a snake. I'm not even afraid of snakes, but water moccasins you don't mess around with, you know, like very poisonous. And anyway, I hated this hose. It was always dirty, so every time that you like tried to coil it up and like put it away, you'd get black all over your hands from the black tar or whatever hose are made out of, and the dirt that was on it. So it was horrible. So this 100-foot retractable hose like eliminates all of that. It's made out of some kind of fabric. It's a very durable fabric, and you can feel that it's durable. Like it's like parachute-y almost type of material. So there's that you don't have to worry about the nasty tar flakes or debris on your hands. And then it also, like, again, it's 100-foot, and it goes down to about 10 to 15 feet, which is amazing. So you turn it off, and all the water, you have to like let the water out of what was left in it. And then it just like shrinks up, and you just put it like in a bucket, or you can always put it on one of the like reels. We put ours in like this little pot that we have. But yeah, I mean, it's I love it. And it's cheap. It's $35, $36. It comes with a sprayer. It's made out of plastic. It's not the best sprayer in the world, but the hose is really good. So, you know, you can always get another sprayer, and it'll last you like a season. It's not like just crap and doesn't work. It's just, you know, we go through those a lot with a little kid. I mean, it is what it is. But again, the hose is like excellent quality. We've had ours for a good couple months, and it's like, it still looks brand new. That's another cool thing, is like whatever the fabric is, it doesn't get dirty, which I think is awesome. Not that anybody's judging my dirty hose outside, but it bothers me touching that stuff, and then you get dirt all over your hands. But anyway, super great gift, very practical gift, so that's awesome also. The next thing is a skincare set. So this skincare set is by Teak Hanley, and it's a great brand, but it's also very good because it says specifically like on the bottle exactly what it is. Like there's no like pretty words that go into it. It's not like, you know, the essence of the morning dew for your skin. Like, I mean, men aren't going to know that that's just morning moisturizer, you know? So it specifically says like wash, scrub, AM, PM. So you know exactly what it is and when to use it. You have your wash that you use all the time, your exfoliator that you use like 2 to 3 times a week, and then you have your AM moisturizer and your PM moisturizer. So it's very straightforward. It's again a good brand, and that is only $40 also. So the last thing we also have, and I totally bought it for myself. I'm in love with it. It's a metal detector. So there's actually this show, I think on Netflix. It's I don't know that it's a BBC show, but it is a British show, and it's called The Detectorist. And it's totally like slapstick, dry British humor, but me and my husband loved that show. There was only like 1 season of it, but it was just, I don't know, made you want a metal detector really bad. They didn't even find anything really. Like there was 1 find in the whole show, but I've always been like a treasure hunter kind of person. If I won the lottery, that's what I would do. I would go buy a boat and start researching like sunken ships and spend all of my money trying to find treasure that I probably will never have. But anyway, still my dream. So I got this metal detector because we were going on like multiple beach trips, and I was like, oh, I'll totally use it at the beach. So it has like all kinds of settings on it. It's only $75. Yeah, it's only $75. So, I mean, it's cheap enough, and it can find literally any metal, including gold. So you do have to look at that whenever you're looking at metal detectors, which seems ridiculous to me. Like, if I'm gonna go looking for something, like I want it to detect gold. Why would I not want it to detect gold unless I'm like using it for commercial use of like, I don't know, surveys finding pins or something? Like, I want to find gold. That's my end game here. So it has gold, silver, aluminum, copper. It has all of them on there, and you can actually set it so that you only want to find some. Like it won't go off if it finds like a can or something, or a nail. Oh, iron was another one. It'll like only go off for silver or gold, or only go off for aluminum. I mean, like whatever. Like you can set it very specifically to what you want. You can also set the different tone so that you know what it is that you like went over. So it'll make a different noise. Then there's also like different depths. I think it goes up to 8 inches. Yeah, that makes sense. 8 feet seems a lot. I don't know. It's 8 something. It just says 2, 4, 6, 8 on the side. But basically that's the depth, and you can again adjust like how far you want the sensitivity to go, and then you can also detect or also change the sensitivity on it. So it will only go off like if you're right on top of it, or if you're like getting close to it, then you can adjust it to go off. You know, I mean, it's very, you can personalize it exactly how you want it. And needless to say, we didn't find anything, but it was fun. We enjoyed doing it at the beach. And it's definitely something that we'll continue to do. My son loves it. We took it outside, and we found so much stuff outside, but you know, we just had our roof replaced, so it's all just roofing now. So he thinks it's exciting. That's all that matters, right? But that's about it. That's all I have. I hope you got a really good idea of something for your dad. All kind of adventurous, random things other than hose. I don't know how adventurous a hose is, or skincare. It might be for your dad. Skincare might be very adventurous for your dad, but hey, everybody should do it, right? And they probably won't do it unless you prompt them. So, but again, that's all I have. I appreciate your time today, and make sure to subscribe to my video. Also, everything I've mentioned is in the links below if you click on the description box. So you can directly just click on that and it'll take you to Amazon to the product. Also, please be sure to visit my website, gogabbygo.com, where again, everything's listed and you can see all my other vlogs that I've done. I appreciate everything that you guys do. Leave a comment below, and be sure to stay tuned. My next 2 videos are gonna be Disney videos. So I know that's a fan favorite for sure. It's my favorite. So be sure to watch. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.